Good evening, America. I'm Richard Weed, coming to you tonight with breaking news as the number of mass shootings this year outstrips the number of days in the year. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached 250 mass shootings this year alone, and the public is in an outcry.
I woke up to go get me a Coke Pop, then I thought I heard some fireworks. Then I said, oh, Lord, Jesus, it's a shooting. Then I ran so fast I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. Then I got shot. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Okay, so clearly we have a shooter in Lincoln Park. He's coming in your Walmart. He's shooting your people up. So what you need to do is hide your kids, hide your wives, and hide your husband too, because they're shooting everybody up in here.
Yes, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the public is infuriated over the current state of affairs under the Donald Trump administration. We can see that the number of mass shootings under his administration is much higher than it was under, say, Obama's. We go now to our junior field correspondent, Michael Roch. Michael, what do you see out there?
Yeah, so just tell me when I'm live, okay? What? We're live? Yeah, Richard, I'm coming to you outside the Piggly Wiggly, where count them, three mass shootings have happened in the past 10 minutes. We talked to a few people here, and they're blaming Trump's racist tweets on causing these problems. What? Oh, I'm being told that another one is taking place right now. Back to you, Richard.
Yes, really, really unfortunate circumstance we find ourselves in, Michael. Really, hey, I just can't do it anymore. He's such a bad president.
Lots of people have a breakdown. It's normal. Richard, do you have a sister? And if so, is she single?
All right, welcome everyone to King of America. We have got a brand new venue here. We have got a brand new setup. It's been a very long time since we've uploaded, but well, I say we because we now have Ryan with us. He's going to be in the videos from now on. He's my roommate. Been friends for a little bit now, so he's going to be in the videos now.
And we're gay lovers in the nighttime, so...
Yeah, so...
Just to put all those comments to bed.
Yeah, just to clarify, we are very gay. So, yeah, very gay. Incredibly homosexual. So, what we're going to be talking about today is something that's been going on in the media on the left, and specifically with CBS. I'm certain that it has been in the other news outlets as well, like CNN or MSNBC or whatever, but I'm not going to watch all of them because I can't vomit that much.
My tears don't come out that often.
Yeah, I have only so many tears to cry and so much bile to expel from my stomach, so I only saw this on CBS, and they're claiming that there have been 250 mass shootings this year. And can we just agree, just right off the bat, that that's absolutely ridiculous, and there's absolutely no way we've had 250 mass shootings?
No, there's no way we've had a tenth of that.
No. And that's just off the top. If I knew nothing else other than it was said, I would say it was a lie.
Yeah.
I don't even have to look at data. I can say, no, I don't even have to watch the news and tell you, no, it's impossible. We'd be living in an anarchy. So CBS is using information from the Gun Violence Archive, which is a far left source that is just there to push gun control, and you can't change my mind, so don't try. They define a mass shooting as any time there is an incident involving a gun in which 4 people are injured. Now, that does mean with the gun. So, like, if someone's trampled, they can't count that. That's 4 people for any reason, right? And it doesn't even have to be in public.
No, it was. There's lots of domestic dispute, homicide kind of things that go on.
Right, and we all know this. No one is thinking that a drive-by is a mass shooting.
No.
Or that an altercation between 2 groups that escalates out of hand. No one thinks that's a mass shooting. No one believes that.
Yeah, when the Crips and the Bloods shoot each other, no one talks about it because
no,
it happens.
It's just business as usual. It's thugs killing thugs. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
So Rand did this study in 2015 which they just analyzed all the mass shootings of the year according to several different sources. And they had several different definitions on there. Mother Jones was actually the only one on there, which both required it to be in a public place and with no clear target. So, you know, if it's gang violence or if it's a homicide that happens to be in a public place, those don't count. Those don't count. According to them, in 2015, there were only 7 mass shootings. But here's a quote from that study. These definitions matter. Depending on which source is referenced, there were 7, 65, 322, or 371 mass shootings in the U.S. in 2015.
That's ridiculous.
That's a little bit of a disparity.
Like, hey, there was either 7 or almost 400. When someone says a mass shooting, it's like the Princess Bride thing, you know? You keep using that word, but I don't think it means...
I do not think it means what you think it means.
I think, too, it just incites a panic, more or less. Like, oh no, like, we had 400 last year. Like, what happens this year, you know?
Right, they're just, oh my gosh, oh my...
Especially now, like...
400 mass shootings!
I would argue to say if we looked at this study, the gun archive one, the gun violence archive, on December 31st, I would argue there's probably over 500 listings on there. Easy.
You know, let's actually put in a tab. Let's look at, we are betting there will be at least, by the end of the year, according to the Gun Violence Archive, there will be at least 500 mass shootings recorded. If we're wrong, we will each donate $10.
Nah, let's go 25 each.
25 each?
That makes a solid 50.
There we go. Yeah, $50. If we're wrong and there are less than 500 shootings on December the 31st, 2019, according to the Gun Violence Archive, we will both pitch in $25 to some ridiculous cause.
And it's only 50 because we're both poor college kids.
Yeah.
So like if somehow
if by some miracle the Gun Violence Archive is not completely dishonest, we will be out $50.
Yeah.
I know the counter argument here. I can hear it. I can smell it. I can smell the counter argument. Well, there's been 250 mass shootings. We simply can't report all of them because that would dominate the news cycle. Really? 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 I don't seem to think that you guys really believe that because you have 250 different unique cases to occupy your time. And yet, you spend every waking moment of every news cycle talking about a singular man. And I don't care that he's the president of the United States. All you can do is Orange Man bad day and night. You could talk about some of these other supposed 250 mass shootings. You are ridiculous, and no one likes you.
I feel bad, sitting and ranting, right? I hate listening to
I
people.
don't, but I understand.
I hate listening to people whine and complain about things, but then offer nothing to help at all, right?
Fair. So what we need is a hard definition, right?
I feel like that would probably be a good start, right? If we're gonna try to help everyone come together on like what a mass. If you want, here's you want to start gun control, you have to come up with a definition.
You can't flagrantly inflate your own numbers, and also you can't get your cake and eat it too.
No. What would we classify a mass shooting as right now?
I would personally classify any attempt
Okay.
to take multiple lives with a firearm in a public place with no specific target. So no gun violence, no drive, because that would classify drive-bys if they had a specific target, or at least a kind of specific target.
Okay.
So anytime it's just a public place and you're just there to invoke indiscriminate violence, and that's it. I don't even think anyone needs to be injured or killed, and I will call it a mass shooting because I don't think that's even going to boost the numbers.
No, I agree with you. I don't think anyone has to die.
No.
Any attempt to walk into any public place, like you said, and just pull the trigger.
I'm going to come up with a hard, unfortunate truth. People are going to die no matter what you do. I'm sorry that that's the world that we live in, but it is. Now, there are things I think that we can do to mitigate. I think that, honestly, informing more people about concealed carry laws and encouraging people to use concealed carry laws. The only way to stop someone with a gun is with a gun. Or getting really lucky with like a chair or something. I would rather have a gun, you?
Yeah.
And I think I'll take a gun over a chair.
Here's my chances. Guns.
Guns in the hands of private citizenry, and that's really the last thing to be said on the matter. All right, so thank you everybody for watching this video. If you liked it, you know what to do. Do the likey and the subscribey and just all the buttons below the video. If you could kindly just boop the tar out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
We would really appreciate
We don't
it.
get paid for this, but it makes us feel good.
If you can just see though.
I think you gotta lower a little bit.
Look at just how much more professional.
I'll come stand over here.
Look at how much more professional we look.
Yeah,
Look at it. Look at the mics. We got them. Okay, they're kind of janky. It doesn't matter. But look at the lights. Look at the lights.
Ignore this. This isn't here.
The bits were done on green screen, but this though,
This is
we had to
cool.
pick this up. We had to get these two stools from a thrift store, and then these two little janky rocking
So every other angle
mounts.
except this camera was
Yeah.
on the smartphones.
Yeah, so little behind the scenes look. So I hope you guys appreciate it. Also, we'd like you to meet Jeffrey.
That's Jeffrey.
That's Jeffrey. That's
the King's Lion.
the king's lion. That's the king's sword. That's the king's flag. That's the king's lion.
I'm the King's
And his
man.
name is Jeffrey. And that's the king's man. That's the king's homie funny
I
man.
am the Queen of America.
All right.
Hey.